Hi, it's Caena. Welcome back to my closet. It's time for my no-buy rules. So if you've been watching my inventories, if not, I'll link them over here. I told you that I'm going on a no-buy. So I'm doing a winter no-buy, but really I'm just doing it by season. So I've done it for a month before and that was easy and it just wasn't a challenge, and I just went ridiculously crazy at the end of the month. I just bought a bunch of stuff anyway, so it's super easy to say I'm not going to buy anything for a month and then just save everything up and just go nuts and just buy everything plus more. So that's not a challenge. I'm happy that I was able to do it, but I want to do it a little bit more meaningfully this time. Sorry, my ear itches. So anyways, I have decided that instead of trying to say I'm going to go for a year, having only done a no-buy for 1 month before, I don't think saying I'm going to do it for a year right off the bat is probably the best idea to, it seems like that would be setting myself up for failure, like badly. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do it by season. So I will do 3 months. It's starting on December 21st, which you're probably seeing this on December 21st. So it's starting today. So it's going to be for the winter season. And at the end of the season, I will reevaluate and I will tell you how it's going. I will, let you know if I broke down or not. I'll just know a lot more by then. So I think it'll be better that way. So I'm gonna do 3 months, three months, and then we're gonna just kind of look at everything and make some decisions from there. So let me tell you what my rules are, because I have a nice old list of them here. So also, just so you know, I'm gonna be doing a bunch of different videos like my inventories, where I go bunch of different videos that are going to be related to the no-buy, so you will see those coming out soon. Obviously the inventories are part of that, but there will be more. I'm not going to tell you what they are. We'll just let it be a surprise. So yeah, should be exciting. It's new. It's a bunch of new stuff. So on top of all my project panning, I'm committing to myself to do a bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the rules, shall we? I thought long and hard about these. It took me a while to kind of dial them in. I don't want to change the rules mid no-buy because I feel like that's almost cheating myself. So if I'm like, oh, I didn't think of that, let me just change the rules, that just to me doesn't feel like success. So I really wanted to get it all together and really have a well thought out plan. So I've been thinking about this. My no-buy was in August, so I've been thinking about this since August, since the end of August. So I've really thought it out. Anyway, let me go ahead and get into these instead of saying I'm going to over and over. Okay, rule number 1, no new eyeshadows. Well, no new eyeshadow palettes until I finish with throwing shade. If you guys don't know what throwing shade is, I'll put it up here. It is like an eyeshadow palette roulette that I do, and I have to use basically all of my palette. So I can't buy any more eyeshadow palettes until I finish that project, and I've touched and used every palette that I own, because by far I have not, just so you know. Okay. Rule number 2, no new lipsticks until I finish Lipstick Roulette. That I will link as well for you. That is a project where I'm doing the same thing basically with my lipsticks. So I pick 5 for a 2-week period and I make decisions on those. Like, do I want to keep it, declutter it, So it's kind of the same thing with the eyeshadow palettes. So I feel like I shouldn't be buying new things unless I've used everything in my collection and know whether I'm going to declutter it or not. And then I would have like a better understanding of what's missing from my collection at that point. and not just be buying a bunch of the same stuff, you know? So anyway, that's rule number 2. My rules have a theme here. They're based on my projects, just so you know. So on that note, rule number 3, no new products of any other type until I'm finished with my weekly product pan. So basically I have to go through and use every item in my collection, or let's say in that category. So let's say I use all of my bronzers. That doesn't mean I get to buy a new bronzer. I'm just saying. So that's in the next rule, not in the next rule, but that's coming up. So these rules will kind of seem contradictory, but they kind of just work together. So I'll explain that as we go. But anyway, I don't want to buy anything new until I've used everything I own and I know what I have. So weekly product pan, I'll link that for you too. Yeah. So number 4, I was kind of talking about this. If a category is depleted entirely, no new items in that category unless I miss it or need it. So let's say, for example, that I finish using my contour stick. Not gonna happen, but just, you know, bear with me. Let's say I finish using my contour stick. This is the only contour stick that I own. It's the only contour product in a cream form that I own. So say I finish this, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna go out and buy it. If I feel like I need this and I'm missing a step and I really, really want that cream contour because I find it like a necessary part of my routine, then I can go ahead and buy another one. So that's what that means. Seems reasonable. Okay. Rule number 5, no backups. So yeah, so basically there's a little bit of fudge room on that. So the rule is no backups unless I'm literally almost out and I don't have anything else like it and I need it. Like say I have one setting spray and it's almost empty. Like really almost empty. Not like, oh, I still have only a half. No, like it's gonna be gone before the next deal that's coming up that I wanna use points for or 20% off for, whatever. So if there's like a 20% off sale or something, or it's on sale for half off and I'm almost out and I need that product to complete my collection to, you know, like I say, if it's the last item in that category and I need that category, then I can go ahead and pick up a backup. But technically it's not a backup, it's a replacement item. So yeah, there can be like a tiny bit of overlap is what I'm trying to say. If it means I'm gonna get it for like half off or something. Otherwise, I'll just wait till I run out. Okay. Number 6. If there's a limited edition product and I really, really, really want it and I'm not gonna be able to get it if I wait, then yeah, so if there's a limited edition product coming out and I know that I really just have to have it, then I can pick it up with a gift card. I can't buy gift cards and just, you know, pick stuff up. You know what I mean? Like I have a gift card for $30. I have another one for like, I have about $100 in gift cards right now. So that's it. That's all I'm allowed to spend. If there's a limited edition item, product that I really want, I either have to spend one of my current gift cards on it, or I have to declutter 2 items for every one thing I buy. So yeah, I would either use a gift card or declutter 2 things to bring 1 thing into my collection. Yeah, I think that's fair. And not just declutter things. Like as I go through my things, if I find things that I just really are not working for me, I can do that, but only if it's something very special. So not just because I want to buy something. It has to be, I can't wait because it will be gone and it's limited edition. There's not a lot of that, honestly. So, okay. Number 7. Rule number 7. No subscription boxes. So I canceled everything but BoxyCharm. And I was gonna do a video about it. But anyways, I've already decided I am done with BoxyCharm. I'm done with all of those subscription boxes, the makeup ones and all of that kind of stuff. FabFitFun, Ipsy, BoxyCharm, done. So no subscription boxes. I'm not going to have that. I've just found that at this point with my collection the way that it is, when I receive 5 new items from BoxyCharm every month, I tend to get things. That I don't necessarily want to have. And I do declutter things to friends. I give brand new products to my friends out of BoxyCharm if it's not something I'm interested in. That's not what I'm talking about though. Like, they'll send me a mascara, a perfectly good mascara. It's not my favorite mascara. Do you know how long it's been since I've been able to use my favorite mascara? Because I always have mascara. So I did get to try this one recently from NARS, the Climax mascara, but like it was a while going through those. And the only reason I ran out of BoxyCharm mascaras is because I gave my IT Cosmetic Superhero to a friend who said they wanted to try it. And I'm like, I'm not that into it. So I'm like, yes, take it, please. You can have it. I don't want to use it. So yeah, it gets to that point with BoxyCharm. I get a bunch of sheet masks I'm not going to use. I mean, the value is great. Don't get me wrong. Like okay. So for example, I got this little palette right here from Ace Beauté. So, oh, it was in there upside down. This palette is gorgeous, okay? It is. I really enjoy this palette. I mean, I haven't used it, but I really love this palette. Like, I love the color story. I've seen people use it and it seems like it's really good quality. I'm excited to dip into this. However, this might not have been a palette that I would have purchased myself. So my numbers continue to go up with things like this that I haven't gotten around to using yet, because I have too many, you know? And then I have some that I bought that I want to use first because I wanted those, you know? I'm sure this is great and I love being introduced to new things, but I've grown past that point. Now it's become kind of a burden because I want to buy what I want to buy. I don't care if it's cheap, you know? I just want to curate my collection, which is the point of the no buy, which is the point of the projects that I'm talking about in these rules. So yeah, that is where I am with subscription boxes. I'm just over it. They're fantastic. I highly recommend BoxyCharm. I think it's a great deal. If you have a small collection and you don't know where to go with it and you're not sure what you like and you want to try different things, it's fantastic. Value-wise, yes, it's totally worth it. I'm just past that point right here. I have way too much stuff to get stuff that I'm like, oh, okay, maybe someday, you know? It's just, I'm done. That's a long rule number 7, but that is what it is. Oh, okay. So the next rule is like a 2-part thing. I don't know if y'all are aware, but I have a project that I'm doing. It's called Love It or Lose It, which I will link in the cards again. They're all related to my rules, so I'm gonna link them for you. Either up there or down below in the description box if there's not room. So anyway, I'm doing a Love It or Lose It where I take like 5 to 10, I think you can do 5 to 15, but I've been doing 5 because right now I'm doing handbags. But I'm going through my other things, not just makeup, and I'm deciding, like, do I love this or do I want to go ahead and get rid of it? I'm trying to curate everything, not just makeup. So what I'm going to do with everything else, the rules here that I've gone through up to now, my makeup, my skincare, my hair care, like body care, all of those things go by those rules. Like, obviously some of those things aren't going to be in projects like this, but I'm not allowed to buy backups, etc., etc. It shouldn't be a problem with those things. They're not really a problem area for me, but again, I have a bunch of stuff because I had too many things coming in subscription boxes, like masks and things. So anyway, so that's all pretty well covered, but the next rules apply to the rest of my life. It's not just a makeup or a beauty no buy. It's an everything no buy. I can buy, you know, experiences. I can still get my nails done and my hair done and stuff like that. I can still go out. I can buy food. I can buy coffee. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, obviously I can buy groceries, but I can't buy any more purses. Can't buy any more shoes. Can't buy any more clothes, can't buy any more like organizational stuff, because like that's a weakness of mine, and like journal stuff. For some reason, I'm like obsessed with journaling, like journals and just stuff like that. So no more. I cannot buy any of that. Where is it? So it's a two-part rule, because what I was going to say is, like, I can't buy anything until I've done the Love It or Lose It has come to an end, which I don't have to use everything in Love It or Lose It. I might already know I love it. You know, that's just on maybe stuff. But when I'm done with that project, and also like my main rule is that I can't buy any of those things until I can't buy any of those things until I organize and store them properly. So if in my organizing I come across, you know, like, okay, this is done, I just need like this one thing to keep it nice the way I want to, then I can pick up like an organizational thing. But what happens is I buy stuff like this, and then I'm not done, you know, like organizing my stuff. And so then I decide to move things around, and then all of a sudden I don't need this anymore. So it's just sitting here. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not allowed to buy more crap like this until everything has been gone through, organized, and put away properly and been designated a home. So at that point, if I have things and I know they need a home, I can buy something to be their home. It has to be very specifically for those things. So not just like, oh, that would be cool, I could put some stuff in there. No. No. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my rules. Just going over everything. Yeah, I covered everything. Great. So yeah, that is my no buy. Those are my rules. Y'all can hold me to it. I will be touching base with you as I go through the next 3 months, and we'll see what happens. It should be interesting. So yeah, that's gonna be everything. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed and you would like to be, hit the subscribe button down below. That would be great. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, requests, put them in the comment section down below. I love talking to you guys, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.